Christian Benford.
Congratulations, Christian.
Yeah,
Hey,
congratulations,
on,
man. Really happy
That's
for you.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for bringing me on here.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. Happy to have you.
good. A lot going on these days.
A little busy.
Yeah.
It was funny at your press conference a little bit earlier. You were joking about how much your hand was hurting signing your name that many times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of pages on a 4-year contract extension.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to use my left hand for some of it. I had to use my right.
Wait, you can write with both hands?
Yeah.
Are you ambidextrous like that?
Yeah.
Is that?
Are you kidding?
Really? How did you do that in school? Like your hand get tired, you flip over to the other side?
Yeah. 'Cause,
Okay.
I don't know, like, you know how sometimes you be writing and your hand just like.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But my left
And
hand.
you just flipped it over, no problem.
Yeah.
Is your penmanship just as good one side with the other?
Nah, it's a little, it depends. Like, sometimes it just depends on what I'm doing. Like, if I got, like, cursive, I was better with, like, my left. But,
Okay.
like, my penmanship, like, regular, is better with my right.
Gotcha. Okay. Better cursive writer on the left side.
Write that down for a trivia question at some point.
That is a good one. I'm going to file that one away. So congrats. I mean, this is great news. Really happy for you. Did this kind of, in your estimation, not that you've been through a free agent process, but we're not even a free agent, but a contract extension process before, was your agent kind of keeping you informed throughout, or did you just say, call me when it's over? Like, how did you approach that?
A little bit of both. Because I don't really want to hear about it too much.
Yeah, because then you're thinking about it all the time.
But I did have some thoughts. I was like, yeah, like checking up on you, like, what's the word? Like, what's the verdict? Mm-hmm. And then he was just like, we talking, be patient. And I was like, all right, yeah, let me just chill. Just let me, and I don't really want to hear what it could be, what it is. Like, I want to know, like, when it's time to get put pen to paper, like, all right, let me know what's the verdict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Am I going to sign it or not?
Yeah, and then it's like, all right, then we could talk. But if it's just like, maybe this, maybe that, like, I don't really try to hear it.
Yeah. Get to a point where it's when,
That's
not
a
if.
smart move.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a smart move. I've been through that in my career because you start out, they're always far apart, and that's disheartening when you kind of think, well, oh man, you feel like it's never going to get done. But if you just say, listen, call me when it's close, or call me when you're ready to sign, and then I'll listen to it. That's a smart move because it keeps the emotions out of it, and now you can give Brand a hug and all that, and not worry about that stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So who was the first person you called?
When I found out, or
Yeah.
today?
What was the first teammate you called when you found out you're going to sign?
Or more importantly, what was the first teammate that reached out to you when the news broke?
It probably was like this. It was the same ones that like I've been talking to out like this whole offseason, like Taryn, Sue, Dane, D-Ham. This the same old guy, J Mark, Kyer. It's like the same old guys that I've been talking to pretty much for like
It's your
this.
kind of DB room, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole DB room.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
So they reached out to me, my dog Saran, all them boys, Poe, Micah, T-Rap, the whole nine.
Oh, the whole guy.
Yeah, they all like we just because we've been all talking continuously. So they reached out, and the first person I called though, I didn't really call nobody, but the first person I talked to was my trainer Montre.
Okay.
That's my guy, and I called my right hand man Deshaun. I call him Smoke, but I called him because my girl, she knew already because like I was talking to her, she was there. My folks kind of knew already, so like I had the people I called was Montre and my guy Smoke.
Is
guys
it,
who are helping you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a little weird to know that maybe aside from Taryn and Dane, who's coming back and has a year or so on you, you're one of the guys that maybe some younger people are going to be looking to pretty soon for how to do this the right way and do it for a long time, because I think it's safe to say you're more of a lead by example guy. You know, just talking to other guys, they're like, yeah, we try to get CB to talk a little bit more, but that's just not his nature, and they're cool with it. But, you know, you're a lead by example guy, but now you're one of those guys that a lot of younger players who'll probably be in here in the not too distant future are going to be like, ooh, I got to watch Benford. I got to watch him in practice. Like, is that kind of a switch for you? Because
No, not really. I've been trying to help the people that got here. Even like before I even got to the position I'm in, I was always trying to help the people that came in as best as possible, sharing knowledge as much as I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything, so just help them as much as that I know, like play calls, how to read the offenses, read the receiver stem, stuff like that. And they give me pointers too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know it all. I'm not above nobody. You know what I'm saying? We all equal as men of God. So I wouldn't be nothing different. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing different from what I was already doing.
One of the things that, like, when we last saw you, it was in the Kansas City game. You had to leave the game early, and so how's that all going? Any ramifications, or you feel 100% and all that? What's the word?
I actually feel better than before because I understand, like, body and mind, what it takes to keep my body to where up to par, where it needs to be. Yeah, sometimes, like, up top injuries is tough, but I feel better. I feel like in a different space because now I really, like, dive into, like, how the body works and what I need to consume and put into my body for longevity, how to make sure I'm straight. Sometimes stuff just happens, though, but what you feel in your body can prevent the outcome.
All right, so with that in mind, does that mean the fruit roll-up pregame is going away, or is that still going to be as a pregame ritual? You're talking about, I just wanted to make sure, like, that's, the fruit roll-up stays. That's going to be in the locker on game days.
Yeah, I need that fruit roll-up and M&Ms. I mean,
Yeah, like, when you get, obviously we've seen guys get concussions all the way. I had a bunch when I played. You going to change helmets, all that? They give you advice on that? You're going to take a little extra care, say maybe one extra thing you can do?
No, I'm not.
Nothing like that? Yeah,
No.
you don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
We know the roster undergoes change every offseason. It's just the way business runs here in the NFL. What are your thoughts about kind of the secondary thus far, Christian? Because, they got D-Ham back. I know you're excited to have Dane back in the fold as he comes back from Carolina. Just what are your initial thoughts as you're starting to see the pieces come together? Because I would imagine you guys, like, you want to know how it's going to look sooner rather than later, but you understand the offseason takes time.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to continue to play with the people I came in here with, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like, it hits different when I play with D-Ham because when I first got in here, we wasn't ones, like, we wasn't starting.
Yeah.
And we had to really, like, grind to get where we at. And, like, it was always me and him on the same side for some odd reason, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, I know how he played, and not to single him out, but you brought the name and it kind of, like, sparked that memory. Like, all the times in camp we talked to each other, like, all the walkthroughs when we was in the back, we were like, yo, it's going to be us, like, one day.
Yeah.
And then we gonna help impact people around us, too, you know what I'm saying? But once our time come, like, we going to take it and run with it. And we've been like that since I got here, like, since I, like, first camp. And it feels just different. So I'm excited, though, outside of him, to see the new parts come together. The end goal is the end goal. So they hear, I would say they know the mission. They hear to win that Super Bowl, work is hard, be a family. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got no ignorant aura to them, no ignorant energy, just no selfish energy. We all got one mission, win the Super Bowl, be better as men on and off the field, and get that ring.
How do you feel that vibe? I mean, because obviously you guys got one right to the doorstep this last year, which is further than they've been since you know what I mean? You're getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
What's the vibe like in your locker room when you guys interact about, what's next for you, climb the mountain? You got the draft coming up, and I know veteran players kind of take some interest in what the team does, obviously. What's the vibe in the locker room like about you guys, your season last year, and then what you're looking forward to?
We all know what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? We all got a taste of it. So, like, everybody was already hungrier, but, like, now it's like we got a little more edge to us now because we know what it feel like back to back. Like, where, like, that taste, like, it's on the tip of your tongue, but you need, like, you want to get it there. You want to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we already got, like, hard workers in the locker room, people that's, like, busting their tail in the film room, smart guys. But now it's like, all right, it hit different now. Like, I know that the man to next to me, like, he works hard. He felt what I felt. So now in the locker room, it's more like a brotherhood, even more now, because now we know what each other's want. So if anything go wrong, it's easy to pick each other up. Like, yo, you remember what we went through? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what the goal is. Like, you know what's up, Brody. So I feel like we tighter now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And again, we all coming back together.
Yeah.
Well, some of us, but
Yeah, right.
With the new contract, knowing and you even said in your press conference, this is not going to change me as a self-motivated player that's always trying to be the best. So that's admirable enough in and of itself. But, we know that there were some trials in your upbringing. It was never always easy.
Yeah.
To be able to provide for your family in a way that you never have before, how gratifying, rewarding is that for you? Just knowing you can provide an untold amount of security for your family going forward. I have to imagine that's got to feel very rewarding.
Yeah. I feel a lot of gratitude from God that gave me the blessing to have what I have, because I always pray every night to help my family, make a change in my family, build a legacy. As men, that's what we're supposed to do, lead and make a legacy. So it's mad gratitude. I'm mad appreciative from the man above, and that like my hard work on top of him, my hard work is paid off. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like I said earlier, you could work as hard as you want. You work all these hours, all that time, building a different version of you, and sometimes the outcome is just not your favor. You know what I'm saying? And that's like we all know that feeling, and that hurts.
Yeah.
Like you do all that time sacrificing family from the people that you love to get where you want to be at, and sometimes it just don't fall through how you want to, and it hurts because it's like, yo, what am I doing this for? You know what I'm saying? Right. But I kept God at the center, kept God first, kept praying, and kept staying true and believing, and it feels good. And again, I'm just grateful that it came through how it came through, that I could change my family life, my future children's life, my future wife's life, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's great.
So when you sat down, I teased you about, a lot going on, not just, signing a contract. You've been busy with another project. You got an April 22nd, you got a book coming out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
It's called Style Safari, The Adventure of Being You. It's a kid's book. Outside of the title being The Adventures of Being You, it's to teach kids, like, it's okay to wear what you want to wear, to do what you want to, not do exactly what you want to do respectfully, but to be you, bro. Like, God made you who you are for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be wanting to be like somebody else. You shouldn't want to be like those people that you see on Instagram. You should be a version of yourself, the best version of yourself. And with this book, I want to teach kids, like, it's okay to wear what you want to wear. 'Cause I know sometimes, like, my kids, I would try to give them, like it started because, like, I would try to give them, like, Nikes, like Nike shoes or something. Like, yeah, all right, these shoes nice. Like, I go to the shoe store. Oh, yeah, these Nikes tough. Like, you should wear these. And they go to, like, some, like, Power Ranger shoes or like Team Umizumi shoes. You like, what? Like,
they want to
like,
wear the $2.99.
Yeah, you like
flip-flop.
some crazy shoes. Like, bruh, no. And it's like, it's them though. They like that, and I want to teach kids like to change their wire. Like, yo, that's cool, bro. Like, to wear that, that's cool.
So I was going to say, you're obviously younger generations than us, but you've seen growing up the impact of social media on kids' ways of thinking.
Yeah.
And social media will knock a kid down right quick with, other kids in school on social media. It's like that's where the bullying can happen sometimes and can maybe get some kid to change the way he wants to dress or the way he wants to look because of the criticism he gets in social media. So was that kind of the inspiration for you to kind of encourage self-expression and individuality through this book?
Yeah, encourage the people who's bullying and who has been bullied, you know what I'm saying, to rewire their brains to see a different way. Because, sometimes kids only see certain things, so their vision is narrow-based. And so they only know what they see a little bit. Yeah. And they haven't been through too much. They haven't gone so far. They haven't had so many years under their belt, so they only know a little bit. And with this book, I want to be able to influence the kids I can't reach out to a little bit, and if they bully them, to give them a different viewpoint that it's okay to be different. Different is okay. Like, just because something different, you shouldn't make fun of it. You should accept it with love, peace, and kindness. And the people who's being bullied, teach them how to teach the people that's being bullied. That's bullying, you know what I'm saying? Rather than do aggression, because sometimes aggression doesn't work. Sometimes if you rewire them, it helps impact that person and the person that he can impact somebody else. now it's like a domino effect. Now you're continuously impacting somebody else.
paying it
on
forward.
Sounds a lot like a culture in the Bills locker room that Sean McDermott preaches. You can be you, that's fine, but you got to be the best you, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's all about in this culture. I mean, that it seems to, you can understand why you've thrived in McDermott's culture here. They don't care if you're a quiet lead by example guy or Jordan Phillips guy waving his arms on the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? It's okay to be you, and we're going to help you be the best. Is that kind of part of the reason you just signed a new contract? Part of the reason you went from where you began your career as a late round draft pick to starting on opening day of your rookie year, and even going beyond that? It's that same kind of attitude, correct?
Yeah. Just wanted to continue being a part of this culture. The loving culture, the family-like culture, the open arms-like culture, the be you and no judgment type of culture. And you're right, McDermott being the harp on being the best version of you, no matter who you are, they just want to see the best of you. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to make you or craft you into this type of person to fit the team. No, whatever you are, bring this part of the team, then they gonna make you the best version of you and to help you be the best version of you, my bad. And that's the culture that you want to be a part of that allows you to be you.
Well, the best version of you is looking pretty good right now. I mean, you got a new contract, you got a book coming out.
How important was that in this project? How did you tell your agent? I mean, you tell us now that it's all signed and done. Can you say, listen, I want to be here. This is kind of where I've thrived. They've given me this. How much of that was in it? Because when push comes to shove, you got to look out for your family.
Yeah.
And I know the Bills thought the world of you, and they wanted to bring you back. Obviously, the contract says that. But how much did you tell your agent on a personal level, like, hey, if we can make this work, I really want to stay here?
A lot. No, we ain't talk too much about that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But
Right.
realistically, I did say, like, I do want to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I ain't really say like every day. You know what I'm saying? Or all the
Right,
time.
you're not saying
Yeah.
it's here or no play. You didn't
Yeah,
say that, right?
nah.
Yes, you can't do that.
But I was just like telling them, like, yeah, I do want to be a part of here. Like, I like it here. The guys are great, and the love is genuine. Like I told them, I do want to be a part of here for like the next few years of my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to continue to grow here. I want to continue to win here, Super Bowls here. Continue to build relationships here with you guys here and whoever else that comes a part of this culture. You know what I'm saying? So I did communicate with that with them.
Well, congratulations again on the contract, on the book, which is called Stylish Safari, The Adventures of Being You. You got Benny the Bobcat in there, a whole bunch of animals. It's Christian's first children's book, and it'll be, I know you can get it on bookshop.org beginning April 22nd, but they do have a pre-order tab there as well. So if you want to pre-order the book before it's even out, go to bookshop.org. I know they've got it there. Stylish Safari, the title of Christian's book. All the best to you, man.
Appreciate you,
We're getting ramped up. We'll see you out there on the field real soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's Christian Benford joining us.